Look at this. Oh, my fingers. Oh, I'm gonna have to go in the sun. Avalanche right in front of me, just happening. Ah. Ah. Morning, everybody. Got up earlier this time. No lying. Oh, excuse me. Chilly. Although the heating's now full crank, so it feels quite nice in here. Should we see what the temperature is out there? Do I put a coat on? No, let's just go out. How bad can it be? What was it last night? Minus 12, I think. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, that's cold. Oh, minus 14. Minus 14.9. Okay, minus 15, basically. Oh. Oh, it might actually be a bit colder than that. I moved the thermometer to that side, but the heating is on that side, so it says in the village it's minus 17 right now. We're covered by these trees and stuff, so maybe it is. That's the coldest so far, but the van is warm. But you see, I've got all the thermal curtains closed. In here, where there are 2 beds, that's cold in there. Really cold. Yeah, if you were sleeping in this van, you had a family, and you're sleeping up there, you would not keep those curtains closed. You'd want the heat going up there, definitely. And then the coldest area in here is actually by the front door, by this footwell down here. So this is actually a pretty cold area. Yeah. So you're meant to keep this dinette closed as well at night, because there's cold air underneath. So if you did have a big family, yeah, maybe middle of winter, it's not advisable in this one. Right, coffee time. Oh, coffee. And then what I think we'll do is walk into the village, and there's going to be a really nice viewpoint. And the sun is coming up, and it looks like a clear sky, so we'll go for a walk after I've had coffee. Okay, had my coffee. I've just had a great shower. Got to say, gosh, massive helicopter going overhead. Wow, it's huge. Got to say, the shower in this thing is incredible. So I've just opened the thermal curtains at the front, and the windscreen's frozen. So I'm not going to be going anywhere for a while. That's frozen on the inside. So I've got to start her up. I mean, look at this. Look at this ice here. Inside. Wow. Well, it is minus 15 outside. So let's get this thing cranked up. Now, this is gas, not diesel, so no worries about diesel freezing. But look at the ice here. It's everywhere. Look at that. Everything is frozen. Alright, so it's going to take a while, let the engine get up to temperature. It does seem to get up to temperature quite quickly. But yeah, I've got to de-ice all this. And then once that's ready, we'll unplug, because I've left it quite late now, and checkout's 11 and we're just past 10. So then I'll unplug from the electricity and we'll drive over to this lookout point that's around the corner, and hopefully it will have warmed up a bit by then as well, because it's still minus 15 outside. Okay, let's go and because the windscreen's now pretty much defogged, de-iced. There we go. This lock is really weird. Right. Whew. Okay, so the thermometer has been sitting in the sun, and that's showing -5. Oh, that sun is nice. That sun is nice. This thing heats up really quickly. It's a 7-litre engine. I think it's a V8. I don't think it's a V10. Oh, the ground is so crispy. Snow is very crunchy. Okay. All right, power is disconnected. I haven't really used my chair. It's just been too cold. Okay. Oh man. It is freezing out here. Your hands get cold so quickly. Look at the size of this garage, it's massive. I guess it's for skis and bikes and all sorts of stuff like that. Yeah, massive. You could actually set up a bed in there if you wanted, if it was spring, summer. I wouldn't advise it, but... All right. So let's just have a little safety check. Look around. Man, my rear camera is absolutely crusted over. Just can't get to it though. It's so high up. I might try and stand on the step and just give that a wipe. It's so huge, this thing. Let me give you a perspective actually, show you just how big this thing is. Because you can't really tell without me standing next to it. So let me just pop this open. Okay. And show you just how big it is, she said. It's pretty massive. Huge. I told you, 28 feet long. Not for the faint of heart, driving this thing all over the place. And it's so wide. Let me show you how wide it is. So you get a real understanding just how big this thing is. Big. You couldn't use this thing, I think, anywhere other than the USA and Canada. Oh God, my hands now are freezing. Oh, that sun. It's just so huge. Just navigating anything with this thing. Okay, let's get on the road, go and look at this vantage point. And I've got a feeling I know what it's going to be looking out at. This mountain range up here. Okay, we're all disconnected. Let's go and look at this lookout point. I can hear I've left the cupboard door open already. Right, let me go and sort that out. It happens. Ah. Ah. Ow. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I just whacked my head coming back to the seat. Ugh. I tell you one thing I've noticed about this truck. It's not designed for very tall people. The seat is back as far as it will go, and I'm still too close. And I just banged my head here as well. I don't know what their requirements were for height, but I think if you're 6 foot, you're struggling in here. Any taller than that, and you're really going to struggle. Wow, the ground. Can you hear that? just crunching. Okay, now there's some bins here, so I'm just going to drop my rubbish off because I've built up a bit now. But the Sani station here is closed, so the dump and everything is closed. You know what I just realized? The slide out dinette wasn't, it was like 98% in. I thought it was a bit noisy behind me when I was driving the last day, and it appears that it's slightly moved out, the dinette, all by itself. Strange, but anyway, I fixed it into place now, so we should be good. Okay, I don't know how you exit. Maybe there's something on the road that makes the gate open. Yep, there is. Okay. Handy. And let's go and have a look at this lookout. Oh, and it's just beautiful up there. You wait and see this. It looks stunning. I hope it's a big enough area for me to park up there. All right, thank you very much, Whispering Spruce Campsite. That was awesome. All right, so here we go. Just up here, I noticed there was a scenic lookout. And look at that view. It's staggering. Oops, stop sign. Stop. Wasn't paying attention. Alright, there's the pull-in area there. So remember, this whole area is called Golden. Viewpoint entrance. Let's go in. Stop. Interesting spot to look out. Okay, let's have a look. Well, I might end up blocking this because... oh no, okay, there's room for me to pull over. Good. Very icy. Golden Seeks. All right, let's get out. Let's go and have a look at this. All right, so the sun is right on us, so I won't need my coat or anything. It is cold, but stunning. Look at this view. Oh, so that's Golden down there. That's the town. But look at this range. It's just, it's 360 degrees. Wow, Canada is stunning. It really is. So beautiful. I don't know what these ranges are. I don't know anything about the mountains here. But could you imagine camping in some of these spots? Apart from the bears. It'd be spectacular. Beautiful. And there's an information board about it here. See these FedEx guys swapping parcels over. The first Sikhs. Okay, is that why there's an Indian restaurant here? The first Sikhs arrived in Golden in 1902 to work in the mill of the Columbia River Lumber Company. Their Gurdwara temple, one of the earliest in British Columbia, became a focus of cultural identity and religious ceremony for the Sikh community. Their significant contributions to the settlement and development of the region remain a legacy. Province of BC, 2016. Awesome. So that must be it. That explains probably why there's an Indian restaurant right here. Excellent. All right, next stop, Banff. I don't know anything about Banff except it's a very, very busy ski area. And I managed to get a booking just. So it's only an hour and a half, I think. I don't think I can check in straight away. So we might stop off on the way to Banff, have a look around, and then head over there. All right? So I'm going to get on the road and I'll bring you back on the way to Banff. Okay, I've turned off the highway onto this Emerald Lake Natural Bridge. Don't know what that means. I don't know what this road's going to be like. But let's go check it out, because I got bored of driving on Trans-Canada Highway, which has barely any turn-offs, by the way. So all you're doing is looking at this beautiful vista all the way, and you can't stop. You can't stop, you can't do anything. You're just driving through all this magnificence. I mean, look at that mountain range in front of me now that I've turned around. But on the highway, you can't stop. But it's really the only way you can get around. So I just thought I'll find anything that I can turn off on and have a look, have a stop, just to see what it's like. So I don't know where this leads to. It said Emerald Lake, so let's go check it out. Well, I'm glad this thing has winter tires, because this is just basically a solid ice road with some snow on top of it. I'll tell you what, this vehicle, this RV, hasn't skipped a beat so far. I don't want to jinx it. Look at that view ahead. Look at that. Wow. That mountain is massive. But yeah, this vehicle so far, touch wood, hasn't skipped a beat. I haven't skidded once, nothing. It's had traction everywhere. Good job. I mean, it has got winter tires on, which obviously helps. But look at that mountain. Look at this road. Stunning. This is what I wanted. I'd be quite happy to drive the whole way across Canada if I could do it in time on roads like this. Beautiful country. Stunning place. We're still going. I think it says something like 7 kilometers to Emerald Lake. Now, one thing I should point out is you're not allowed to use drones in the national parks in Canada, just like New Zealand, same thing. Doesn't bother me at all. Whilst drones do give you beautiful footage of the area, they just annoy absolutely everything else and completely annoy the wildlife. So we're going past Emerald Lake Lodge. Okay. Maybe I should have stayed here the night instead of going on to Banff. I've already paid for Banff though. There we go, Emerald Lake parking. Buses can park on the left. I'm not a bus. RV trailer parking only. Oh, here we go. All right. So I can park here. All right. Let's go check out Emerald Lake. Okay, let's check this out. There's a bear bin. Keep bears wild. Use this bear-proof garbage bin. Great. Oh, there's the lake. Man, it's cold, but lovely in the sun. Oh, wow, you can actually walk across the lake. There's the lodge. Check it out. Unbelievable. Wow. Here we go, Emerald Lake Winter Trails. So you can go all the way around, and there's other spots as well. Strangely, it doesn't, oh gosh, you actually walk across the lake here. So I guess we're on the lake. I don't think I've ever walked on a frozen lake before. Oh yeah, well there's canoes there. Oh, look at this, beautiful. Gosh, it's skiing directions and walking with snowshoes. Oh, Bruno would have loved this. Look at the lodge, beautiful. Now this is a bit freaky. There's a sign there, danger, rapids, under there. So there's actually rapids here. Stunning, absolutely stunning. I thought New Zealand was beautiful. This is just something else. Lots of snowmen. Loads of snowmen. Guess the kids have been playing in the snow. Let's go check out this lodge. I thoroughly recommend this. You've got to come here. Emerald Lake. Just outside of Golden. You can see all that where the avalanches have been up there. Quite a lot of them. This is avalanche territory. So in between Golden and Banff, turn off State Highway to Emerald Lake Natural Bridge. Well worth it. This is what I came here for. Shame I couldn't camp here the night. Let's go check out the lodge. Look at this. Wow, beautiful. Let's go check out the lodge. So, cilantro on the lake. They've got their own restaurant. This is all the lodge accommodations. Emerald Lake Historic Main Lodge Viewpoint. Well, if you're looking for somewhere to stay, especially in winter, looks like they've all got their own fireplaces as well. Then I recommend this because it is beautiful. Oh, my hand's freezing. This camera is going to start complaining in a minute. It's definitely cold, like minus, I'd say -8. Just wow. So this is, they don't want you coming up here with your own cars, so that's why they shuttle you back and forth. It's big. It's a big lodge. They all got balconies, and look at the view some of them have got here. So you can do all your cross-country skiing and everything right up there. You could probably, I don't know if you can camp in there, probably not. Wow. What a find. What a find. That could be the highlight of the trip, just how beautiful that is. Because it's going to warm up now. I think these couple of days are the coldest. Awesome. Okay, let's go check out this natural bridge. I don't know what that even means, but let's go check it out. By the way, you might be wondering how I'm not slipping and sliding all over the place. It's because I'm wearing these Solomon waterproof shoes, which are pretty awesome and very, very grippy. Actually, I've had an idea. I might never get another chance to walk across a completely frozen lake like that. So I'm actually going to put my thick coat on and walk all the way across it. Just because I can. So I'm going to do that. Okay. Thick jacket on, beanie on, fingerless gloves on, because I know it's going to be cold. There's a bit of a wind chill. And yes, I'm wearing jeans, but that's okay. It'll all be fine because I'm wearing my thick coat that covers most of it. All right, so we go down here without falling over. See, my shoes are very grippy. These things, Solomon XA Pro 3D. All right, so let me check this. What are the rules? Sorry, what are the rules? I see there skiing, someone walking. Do you just walk in the middle here? What is it? Okay, so you got all other users share the trail. So just walk. Can't believe I'm walking on a lake. This is a novelty for me. Okay, bring you back from the other side. Okay, made it to the other side. And that carries on up there. I'm not going up there. It's for skiers, really. Backcountry hikers. Lots of avalanche warnings. Look at this. So I've just come from over there. That is one big mountain. Make sure you Google it. Emerald Lake. Okay. It is freezing, by the way. I know it sounds obvious and I keep saying it. Man, it's cold, even in the sun. You can only keep your hand out for a few minutes and then it just feels like frostbite's going to take it on. I've got to keep swapping my hands over. It's so cold. I've set the thermometer up on the truck, so we'll see what the temperature is when we get back to it. But it feels bad, it feels cold, and we're very high up here. So everyone's gonna have to Google Emerald Lake. Where is it? What's its altitude? How cold does it get? How deep is it? And stuff like that. You can put it all in the comments. Alright everyone, let's get to the natural bridge. Oh, back in the van. Okay, -8 was the temperature. Alright, let's go and check out this natural bridge. Okay, let's check out what this natural bridge is. Kicking Horse River Valley. Well, you can pause it on there and see what all of that says. Do not feed the wildlife. It is beautiful. Wow, look at that. That stream, that little stream running, that must be going to the lake or from the lake. Let's go check it out. Natural bridge, altitude 1,207 meters. What is that? 3,800 feet? Wow, look at those mountains in the background. It's howling up there. Yoho National Park. You only hike once. Interesting. Is this the bridge? Must be. Very pretty. That water is crystal clear. Lovely. Some Russian woman being very, very loud. Wow, those rocks. Unbelievable mountains. Spectacular. Beautiful. Oh, that must be the natural bridge down there. That formation in between the rocks. Because we're not going to go on the trail. Oh, that's why they closed it. Because the steps are slippery. That's why. Wow. That is the natural bridge. You can hear the water under it. Look at the layers of ice. This is a staggeringly beautiful place. You've got to come visit Emerald Lake. Come and see the natural bridge. There's obviously cross-country trails here. Definitely come and check it out. All right, everyone, let's get back on the road to Banff. We're stopping off at Lake Louise, and wow, what a view. Oh, it's just, all these mountains are spectacular. Okay, Lake Louise. Lake Louise Village, Banff National Park. Okay, I'll find the parking spot and bring you back. Oh, okay, we're up at Lake Louise. Let's go check it out. It's so pretty here, it really is. I don't know how high we are. Lake Louise, someone can look it up, leave a comment. Actually, I just looked it up, but 1,740 meters. It's pretty high. Oh, wow, they're playing ice hockey on the lake. Check this out.
very ugly lodge. I guess Lake Louise Lodge. They haven't put much effort into that at all. But here's the lake. You can freeze frame that if you want to read it. It's a lot there. Oh wow, look at that. Everybody's got to listen to this person on the call. Stunning. Let's go check it out. Wow. Is that a glacier? Amazing. Very, very touristy though. Lots of people here. I preferred Lake Emerald. But it is beautiful. Right, I'm going to walk to the end. Let's have a look at the lake. Avalanche right in front of me, just happening. I'm not sure if you can make that out. Just came off the top. It looked quite big chunk. You can see the cloudiness of it. And it was a big thwack. Oh, this is a big lake. Someone Google how long Lake Louise is. Because this is a long way. This is where I've come from. With the hideous lodge in the background. People seem to be walking around the shadow to walk in the sun because it is so much colder in the shadow. There is a direct route, straight route. Oh, my fingers. Oh, I'm gonna have to go in the sun. I'm choosing the sun route. It's just, you can't leave your hands out for long. I just checked, -12 up here. That's chilly. I'm fine in my coat. Legs are a little bit cold, but they don't matter at all. But fingertips. Holding the camera. Flipping cold. Be nice to get out into the sun here, because we're in the shadow of the mountain. All the way up there. A long walk. I'll bring you back at the end. Okay, we're at the end of, well, the walk on the lake itself. There is a path that goes along the edge of the lake all the way to the end, which is a long, long way. And that path, that track also goes all the way back to the lodge that way. So it's just a question of getting on that track and not sinking in the snow, which is what's happening to a lot of people. I just saw someone go right down to their, right up to their waist. So let's get up on this track and then we'll head back to the RV, because I do need to get to camp at some point. So that carries on all the way to the end of the lake. But yeah, I need to get to the camp. So we're going to walk back. It's a long walk. I think it was 1.5 kilometers done so far from the van. Well worth it though for this stunning, stunning view. Beautiful. Okay, everyone. See you back at the RV.
Right, back at the truck, at the RV. Now I've got to get going, get to Banff campground. That was a 4-kilometer round trip walk the way I did it. Managed to get a blister at the same time. No camping. Yeah. This would be such a superb place to have a camp. What a shame. Alright, let's get out of here. We've got almost an hour to get to camp. So I'll bring you back on the way there. Well, I'll bring you back there. It's just occurred to me, AB Camping is in AB, Alberta, on highway AB1, the trifecta. All right, here we are in Banff. Nice sign. Here, I can't remember what this place is called. Tunnel something. One of my viewers recommended it. Here we go. Now I'm expecting this to be very touristy. Wow, it's a very pretty village, I have to say. Is it a village or a town? Write in the comments if you've been to Banff before.
Turn left onto Squirrel Street, then turn right onto Moose Street.
Some huskies. Is this really the way to this campsite? Might not have keyed it in correctly. But it's sending me all the way around the houses here. This is stunning. What a lovely spot. Now I bet this is heaving in here. Very, very busy. Alright. Let me go and register. Okay, here we go. A27, that's me. Got my name on it. Wow. Oh man, it's cold. What a wind. Oh, this will do. I guess I just park here and I'm good. Now, let me see if I'm sticking out too much. No, that's fine. Look at this. I thought it would be heaving. Perfect. What a nice place to just chill out. So I need to go and have a look around, find out what's what.
I need to plug power in. I didn't book a fire pit. I don't think I did. I can't remember. Maybe I did. Oh Christ, that wind. Actually, there's wood over there. There is a fire pit, but I'm not going to be sitting here. All right. I'll bring you all back when I've worked out what I'm going to do and had a little look around. It's cold. Okay, everybody. We are going out for dinner. Oh, it's cold. Right, let's put a light on here just so I can see myself. Okay, so we're going to go for dinner in town. It's a 3-kilometer walk and it's howling. Look at this snow coming off the trees and it's freezing. But I'm wrapped up. I've got my long johns on. Let's just see what the temperature is. I've booked in to stay here for 2 nights. Because my back is killing me. I don't want to have to keep driving. -5. Okay. -5. All right, that's not so bad. I think tonight it's meant to get down to -18. Okay, let's go to dinner. We're going to Chuck's Steakhouse in the middle of Banff. And as I say, it's about a 40-minute walk. And what a beautiful day. But the wind is howling. There's a lot of firewood around. There's no way you could sit out by a fire pit now. It's just way too cold. Am I the only one here? There's like 2 other vehicles. It seems to just be me. Oh well. Okay. Long walk. Let's get there. I'm loving this walk. Look at this. What a view. Banff is beautiful. Stunning. I'm not looking forward to walking back up this hill, but I want the exercise, so it's worth it. We're going to be in the shade soon, I think, and it's going to get really cold. Definitely going to earn this meal tonight. Almost there. I could do winter in Banff. It's lovely. Nice houses. For sale. Nice street. Lots of snow. Very nice. I'll have to come back here one day with Anne. Looks like a park in there. Very nice. Right. Not far. Chuck's Steakhouse for dinner. Checked out the menu. I'm starving. I probably won't film in there. People are a bit funny about that. But we'll see. I'll try and bring you back from in there. Here we go. Centre of the village. This is where we're going. Chuck's Steakhouse. Alright, I'm going to grab my dinner, catch you afterwards. Here we go, in the restaurant. And I've got coming seared scallops and aged prime rib. Can't wait. Okay, dinner was amazing. I'm having dessert, cheesecake with caramel, and I had a lovely bottle of wine, Black Sage Vineyard Cabernet Sauvignon. It's all been fantastic. All right, bring you back when I'm outside. What a fantastic dinner. I finished with cheesecake. Oh, superb. Sun is setting. Oh, the sun is set. It's freezing cold. It's going to get a lot colder. I've got to walk up that hill, so it's going to be a bit longer. But what a lovely walk. Look at this. Just so pretty. That church, St. George, the mountain, just everything. It's a lovely place, Banff. Really enjoyed it. And I've got another day here as well, because I booked an extra night. So tomorrow I've got a massage booked for my back because my neck is killing me. So yeah, I can't wait for that. Anyway, I'll bring you back when I get back to the RV, which is about 40 minutes walk. Bring you back then. Okay, I'm back. Oh, that was a slog, uphill slog. But I'm back. There's the van. It's just so huge. It's crazy. I just checked the thermometer. It's -11, but I got warm walking up the hill. That wasn't too bad. I've definitely walked off my dinner, but I've still got half a bottle of wine to finish. I'm going to do that. What a great dinner. And what a lovely walk in the ice cold. And to come back to a nice, warm, cozy motorhome. Awesome. All right, everyone. I'll see you in the morning. I'm up early. I've got to go for my massage. I might try and get some laundry done tomorrow. But yeah, I'll pick you up again in the morning. Good night, everybody. Morning, everybody. Oh, it's a cold one. It's a really cold one. This is the coldest it's been in the van. Definitely. I've just walked out of here. I've had the curtain closed. And it was cold. I've just pulled the thermal blanket off the window inside, and it is frozen solid. Look at that. Wow, that's quite a nice build-up. We need to go out and just check, see what the temperature is. Let's go and look at the thermometer. It's outside. Oh, and the sun's just coming up. Oh, it takes your breath away, I tell you. God, sun's just popping up over there. Oh, so everything's crispy. Good Lord, it's cold. Oh, and the wind chill. Whew. Okay. -18. -18. Look at that. Oh man, that's cold. Oh, I've got to get back in. This is easily the coldest by a long way. And the wind chill. Oh, wind chill must make it -20 something. God, dear. Wow. That's... That took my breath away. Whoa, that's cold. Oh, I've got the heating really cranked up. I was warm in bed, to be honest. I could have been a bit warmer. But the furnace was coming on constantly. I mean, I'd say the noise that you can hear now, the fan, the furnace must have been coming on every 20 minutes. 30 minutes, yeah. Because the electric fan heater wasn't working. Again, it's working now. This is the most unreliable electric fan heater ever made. Canadream said I could replace it, just go and buy another one. But I've got to find one.
Luckily I filled up the LPG, that's still full, so I've still got loads of gas. God, that was cold outside. I've got to walk into town in an hour. Alright, I need to get a coffee on and sort myself out. Oh, that's brutally cold, and it is chilly, and the floor is cold. I don't know how much insulation there is on the floor, but I guess there's only so much you can do against minus 18. Now this van is, the water and everything is meant to work down to minus 30. But, as I've said before, the lady, Canadream, said, but I will be cold in bed. I'd have to wear a beanie. Which is why I've got my big thick down blanket, down sleeping bag with me as well, just in case. Because if the heating was to go out completely, well, I guess you could start the engine and then, you know, you'd be okay. But I was okay. I was alright in here. Man, that was cold. I think this is the coldest night that I'm going to have on this trip. I am going up to Alberta next, up further north, but I think it won't be as cold by then. So minus 18 seems to be as low as it's got. Alright everyone, I'm going to have my coffee and I'll bring you back. Shower time. Don't know how much of this I'm going to have to blur out. Gotta say, this is a bloody good shower. Oh, it's cold. Ah. Oh yeah, that's better. Right, bring you back for walking down back into Banff to go and get my massage, but it's much needed. Oh, hey. Great shower. Superb shower. All right, let's get cracking. We've got to go. Got to walk into town. It's 40 minutes in minus 18. Okay, let's do this. Holy moly. Oh. Wow. Takes your breath away. Let's see what the temperature is now. I can hear a train. So many trains. So temperature in the sun is minus 15. Oh man. I posted it on Facebook, minus 18. And somebody commented, minus 18 centigrade? That's not that cold. Obviously they live somewhere really cold. Here's the thing though. They say that. But it's very different when you're in an RV and you're permanently out in the cold. You're not in a warm house, you don't have a nice fire or central heater. Oh god, I can't keep my fingers out. I have to keep swapping hands over. Anyway, that's the difference. Now, I'm not going to be able to film for very long at all on this because the temperature is so cold that the camera is starting to complain. I can already see that the backup battery has now stopped working. But look at what I'm looking at. Oh, it's the wind chill. There's me. Mountains. Got a long walk. Ooh, there's a doggy in that van. Oh, the wind chill is unbelievable. Got to be careful of frostbite. Luckily I'm wearing the right gear, except on my hands. But I'm going to stop filming, put my hands in my pockets to protect them. I'll bring you back down in the village. Oh, tell you what, this coat
I'm so glad I bought it. It's Corinthia ECIG 4.0. All I'm wearing under here is a t-shirt and a thin thermal hoodie. That's it. And my body is absolutely toasty. In fact, almost hot. It's an amazing jacket because it's got this double layer at the neck as well. No draft gets in at all. You can have it completely up to cover your ears, everything, if you want. Amazing. It's a great jacket. Corinthia, very good job. It's water resistant, abrasion resistant, everything. And it's got these pockets for your hands that are so super warm. Doesn't matter how cold my fingers get. I put them in these pockets, these sort of lined pockets, and within a minute they're warm again. Amazing. Well done, Corinthia. Always good gear. Always good gear. Designed for military. It's good stuff. Won't let you down. All right, I've got about another 20 minutes to go. Just over 20 minutes. Down this treacherous path. Let's go get my massage. Yay! Beautiful. Okay, here we are at Cedar and Sage Lounge, the lounge with the spa. Lovely. All right, 90-minute massage. We're in the Bear Street Mall. 90-minute Swedish massage. Can't wait. That was a cold walk. Thought I was going to get frostbite at one point. Check it out. Stunning. The view out there. Don't think you can make it out. Anyway, bring you back. That massage was amazing. Okay, come back out. It's still frigid out here. It's a bit of a wind chill. So temperature is still, it's only got to -13. Can't believe how cold it is even in the sunshine. You got to fully wrap up completely when you come out. I've got long johns on under my jeans, which is good as well. Banff is lovely. It's a really lovely village, town, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to be walking around here for a while. And then, actually I need to get a coffee. Desperate for a coffee. I've also got a blister. I need to get a blister plaster for all this walking. But it's cold. Man, it's so cold. I keep saying that, but it just is. This place is beautiful though. Okay, I'll bring you back when I found somewhere to have a decent cup of coffee. Just stopped outside the Royal Canadian Legion, where there's a flag flying at half-mast. Up there. And the plaque. The plaque says, "They will never know the beauty of this place, see the seasons change, enjoy nature's chorus. All we enjoy we owe to them, men and women who lie buried in the earth of foreign lands and in the seven seas, dedicated to the memory of Canadians who died overseas in the service of their country and so preserved our heritage." Very moving. Alright, I'm going to head back to the RV. I just had coffee in one of the worst cafes I've ever been, with definitely the most disgusting, filthy bathroom I've ever seen so far in Canada. The Peak Cafe. I do not recommend it. Yeah, wow. Bathroom. Awful. Okay, it's a 45-minute walk back to the RV. I'm gonna go back there, I'm gonna have lunch in the RV and then probably go out for dinner again. So I'll bring you back around the RV. Walking up the hill. The sun is out. It's lovely in the sun. Managed to take the beanie off, open my jacket up. Much nicer. Wind has stopped. One observation so far about Canada. is stinks of cannabis everywhere. I think almost every male under 25 is just out of their brains on cannabis. Dawdling all over the place. Oh well, c'est la vie. Okay, I'm back. And it's glorious. So on this side, in the sun, it feels absolutely lovely. In fact, if you were out of the wind, you could sit out, no problem, because it's that nice. If you go around into the shade, whew, it's a completely different world. Minus 2.5, not so bad, not so bad. Way better than minus 18, which is what it was last night. So I've had an idea. People have left behind firewood that they're not going to use. I've got a fire pit here, down here, that I figure maybe later tonight, what I'll do is, I've got a shovel, cut a little path out, clear the fire pit, and do cigar time outside here. Why not? All I've got to do is go and pick up some of this firewood that people have left behind, which is very nice of them, and see if I can find some kindling and some tinder, and we'll have a fire later. But right now I'm going to get inside, I'm going to make a sandwich, and then I'll probably bring you back later for a look around this camp, just to see what else there is here. Okay. Right, I got sidetracked. Oh, this stupid lock. I can never figure it out. Okay. Oh, it's bright. I got sidetracked. Basically, change of plans for the whole trip. Instead of driving to Toronto, I am now doing a big loop back to Vancouver via the north of Alberta and BC. But right now I need to, oh it's bright, go and have dinner. We're going to, I think it's the Barefoot Bistro. I'll have to tell you when I get down there, I can't remember exactly what it's called. But look, I've got my firewood ready for tonight. So I've got some bags of firewood there. I've got another bag of kindling here. Just here. Nobody will touch it, I don't think. Nobody cares. My firewood will come in handy. And then tonight what we'll do is, what a beautiful evening. This is going to be a nice walk down to the town. And it's not as cold. So the plan is to dig, oh this wind though, is to dig out this fire pit here. I'll have to get the shovel out and dig that out later. And then sit out and have a cigar. Okay. Ugh. I don't think I need to put my light on tonight. Oh, maybe I should. No, I can't be bothered. I know where I am. All right, let's go into town. Now, there are buses that you can take. There are buses you can take. You don't have to do all this walking. The crows are very loud. But I want to walk. I need to keep up my exercise if I'm going to be eating and drinking the way I am. I like to stay fit. So I don't mind doing the walk in the cold. And look at what I'm walking in. It's just beautiful. This is a lovely park. Tunnel Mountain Village, number 2. And all of that is actually RV parking in the middle there. It's just all closed at the moment. It's got a lot of space. A lot of spaces. I'd say a few hundred spaces here. And I can imagine in summer, in spring, it's spectacular, although it's meant to be spring now. Look at that rock up there. That mountain, unbelievable. It's just incredible. So pretty. Okay. I will bring you back back in town at the restaurant. I need to put my hands away because it's so cold. Oh, I spent the last hour changing everything, changing the drop-off for the van, changing my flights to go to New York via direct from Vancouver. Look at this rock here, look at this mountain. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? All right, everybody, catch you later. Okay, Bear Street. We're looking for the Bear Street something. Cafe, bistro, restaurant. I can't remember what it was called. Bear Street Tavern. This is right where I had my massage as well. Shame I wasn't paying any attention. I'm sure it's down here somewhere. Ah, there it is. The Bear Street Tavern. It's meant to have the best pizza in town. Pizza and beer. And to hell with the carnivore diet. There it is. Bear Street Tavern. Alright. I might show you a photo of the pizza and the beer rather than filming in there. People don't like it when you film in there, they don't want to be on the video when you're in a private property like that. But I'll bring you back probably afterwards. Absolutely delicious. 3 Pigs pizza and an 88 hazy IPA. Yum. From the Bear Street restaurant, cafe, I don't know, very good. Recommend it. Great spot. Oh, and cliche, but ice hockey on the bar. Yeah, well, I'm in Canada. Alright, this looks delicious. Check out the deer. Just having a feed right next to me. Hey! Eating the buds on the tree. Just randomly by the side of the road. Excellent. Superb dinner. Did you like that deer? Just happened to pull my phone out just as the deer was there next to me. How crazy was that? They're obviously very tame. They're used to people. I was just eating the buds on the trees outside that apartment. Very cute, had a thick winter fluffy coat on. Oh, I love seeing things like that. All right, I've got half an hour walk back to the RV. It's so cold. I think it's colder than last night. Difficult to tell, but I can feel it much more than I felt it last night. All right, bring it back at the RV. I've got to get that fire cranking and let's do cigar time. Yeehaw. Whew, okay, back at the RV. Wow, I just almost got run over by a bus who's speeding through the campground. Almost ran me over. I had to jump out of the way. He apologized, but man, what the hell? They just didn't think anyone would be around. I know this place is quiet, but still, it was that close to getting run over. Okay, gotta go and clear a path, clear the fire pit, and let's do this. Let's make a fire and sit out and have a cigar. In -12 it is now? Yeah. Let's do this. I can't believe I'm about to do this. Oh no, shovel's at the other side. Hang on, let me get the shovel. Okay, got the shovel. I need to just clear a quick path over here. 5 hit, then we're good. Good. Alrighty. Let's do this. Oh. Oh man. So I've got a bunch of paper, got some kindling. I don't know if it'll be enough, and I don't know how good sinking. I don't know how good this firewood's going to be. This might not work. All right, kindling. It's a bunch of dead spruce twigs. I am not optimistic because I don't know how dry this firewood is. But let's go for it and see. Leave a comment if you think this is going to work or not. Usually I have fire lighters. The works. So this is a bit different for me. Oh. Okay, we've got a flame. Let's see what happens. I just don't know. I don't know how good this firewood is, I really don't. It's been sitting out in the snow, and for all I know, it's been sitting out in the rain. Can you hear me? I hope you can. I might have to crop this in a bit. All right, well, the paper's doing its job. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, I've got some more kindling that I found. Every little bit helps. If this works, it would be a miracle. Let me zoom you in a bit. Hang on. I need to cut a path through to the camera. Oh no, I don't. Hang on, let me just walk around. Ah. Okay. How are we looking? I'll tell you what, feels good. I can feel that heat coming off here already. Now, I've got some padded winter trousers that I can put on, but the point, if the fire does what it's supposed to do, I won't need them. Actually, we're looking pretty good. Not bad. I think we have success. Great success. Haha. All right, let me go and get a cigar, my drink, and I'll be back. You know what? I think we've got a fire. It's pretty good. All right, I've got some Don Papa rum. Got a cigar, Party Gas number 2. These things are beautiful. Ah. Cigar time. Awesome. In the snow. Yum. Okay. Thanks for coming, everybody. Now, I might actually have to move you closer. Oh, that's nice. That's so smooth. I think we've got a good fire going now. I think it's taken. I think I can put these ones lower. Maybe just one. And then that'll feed the top ones. I can't believe I'm actually sitting out in minus 15. This is madness. This is sort of camping with Steve stuff. Now I think I've achieved everything. Cigar by a fire in, yeah, minus 15 in the snow, super cold. By an RV. Don't have a horrible tent to have to sleep in tonight. All right, cheers everybody. Bit of Don Papa. Cheers, thanks for coming on this trip, everyone. I know it's been, well, I think it might be a few videos, but thanks for coming. Yum. So, what's been going on? Well, as I mentioned earlier, I've changed my plans. I'm now going to go via Vancouver. Sorry, I'm going to go back to Vancouver. I'm not going to go to Toronto. It's 3,000 kilometers from here to Toronto. And it would mean doing at least 500 kilometers a day once I've done what I need to do up in Edmonton, which is see Steve and stuff like that. And that's just too much pressure. It won't be fun. That won't be enjoyable. So I think better to just accept the fact that I'm not going to do it this time. And just go back the way I came, sort of. but go around the top instead. So I'm not backtracking. It's just a bit of a different route, that's all. The trip so far, I've just fallen in love. Well, this is one of the reasons, but I've fallen in love with BC and Alberta. It's just beautiful. Look at it. What's not to love? And I just want a bit more of this. I've looked at the weather where, you know, towards Toronto and stuff, there's no snow, no ice, nothing. And I want this. I want cold. That's why I flew all the way out here. I want more national parks, and there are more national parks here that I want to look at that are covered in snow. I might have ruined that. I might have to take those logs back out and put them on top because that hasn't worked. Nope, that hasn't worked. Yeah, I screwed up. Ah. Okay. Let's try this again. There we go. That might be better. The lower bit has gone out. So now it's just these logs that are on fire. I'm hoping they'll catch these top ones as well and just make a fire in the air. But that's giving off some good heat. That's what's key. Yeah, so I just want to do that. I've loved this trip so far. I love Canada. The people are so friendly here. It's kind of like New Zealand in that respect, especially the South Island of New Zealand. Just very, very friendly. Really enjoyed it. Any other observations? Yes, the cannabis thing, smelling it absolutely everywhere. Bizarre. Oh yeah, and everybody speeds. The truck drivers, they just drive at ridiculous speeds. They don't seem to care at all what the speed limit is. If the speed limit says 80, they're still going to do 120 if they can. They just fly. It's so different. And what's been going on in the world? Well, Formula One was as I predicted. Complete shambles. Max Verstappen easily won. There's no competition. It's over. Just give him the World Championship and let's just move on to next year and Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari, because I did predict this. Nothing is happening in Formula One. It was boring. It was a boring race. Because if you're not racing for the front, if you're not racing for first place, then how is that a race? If you're racing just for second and third, well, who cares? Nobody remembers who came second or third. Nobody cares. What else is going on? Oh, today Nikki Haley dropped out of the Republican race. So I don't know what that means. I guess it means Trump's the Republican nominee. Yeah, give me a break. You're obviously going to watch this a bit later to when this video comes out. But yeah, so I guess it's going to be Biden-Trump again. See how that goes. Movie. Heroes of the Sky. What was it called on Apple TV? I can't remember what they're called. With Austin Butler. I've got to watch that tonight. So I haven't seen the finale, but I'm going to watch it tonight and hopefully it's great. Can't wait to see that. There's not much really else to discuss. You know what? More than anything, I just want to sit here, have my cigar, have my rum, and just sit in front of that fire and just chill out. This is the life. I'm warm. Very warm. Even though it's breezy, this fire is giving off so much heat. It smells beautiful. The spruce smells beautiful. Dom Papa rum from the Philippines. I recommend it, it's very nice. All right, everybody. Well, I guess that's it. I guess that's my cigar time for tonight. I'm sure there'll be a few more. It would have been a lot easier just to sit in the RV and not have a cigar, but I just really wanted one. Okay, everyone. I guess I'll bring you back tomorrow for a new day. I'll drive tomorrow. I'll explain in the morning where we're going, what's happening, and what's next. So I'll catch you all in the morning. Good night, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Right, so it's departure day. It's late. It's about 10 a.m. You get to stay at this place till 11 a.m. So I'm going up to Jasper and then a small place, I think it's called Hinton. Can't remember. Where I've booked an actual Airbnb for one night. Now, there's a couple of reasons for that. Firstly, a lot of the campgrounds are closed. In fact, they're pretty much all closed up there. Secondly, I just want to do some washing, you know, I've got lots of washing to do, stuff like that. And thirdly, just to have a bit of a break from the van. It's just nice to have one night in a pad where I can just chill out, you know, be comfy. Not that I'm not comfortable in here, I am. I just want a day off. So I've got a few things to do this morning. I've got to clear up, I've got to tidy up, pack everything away to make sure that it's all safe. This is we're going up Highway 93 from Banff going up towards Jasper. It's going to be quite a dodgy road, I think. A lot of it is closed. So we'll see how that goes. I've got to empty all the tanks and refill the fresh water tank, which brings me on to the delicate question of the toilet and number twos, number ones, number twos, and how it works. So, because I'm about to do everything in here, I'm not going to walk you through it and show you live or anything, but this is the toilet. As you can see, it's a normal, proper toilet. You put your foot on there, it opens, and it flushes. Just like that. Because people will ask, there's the sink with a socket. When you're plugged in, you can charge your toothbrush and stuff like that. You've got light switches. There's an extractor fan up there, but I've got the thermal insulation thing in there. And there's the full shower, and you saw me having a shower yesterday. A very, very good shower. Really, really good. And the floor is warm in here because the heating is on. So that's the heating vent there. And so the floor is nice and warm. So it's an awesome space. And then you've got your towel racks and stuff here as well. So I'm going to do me in here. You do you, and I'll bring you back probably when I'm emptying everything out the tanks. All right, ready for the off. Okay, first I've got to go outside and whoa, oh my gosh, it's windy. Whew, it's cold. Okay, so we've got to clear the camera up here because it's a mess. Luckily they give us a broom to do it with. I'm sure that's not what the broom is for, but that works. Oh man, I checked the temperature, it's about -4. So not so bad today, not so bad. But the wind is howling. I'm sure you can hear it, the wind chill. God dear. All right, we need to plug the power in. Sorry, unplug the power. Okay, let's do this. You know, they could have cleared a path a bit to make that easier. And then you unscrew the connection, and that's it. I need to put my shopping bags away. Scene of the crime from last night, my chair. Come on. Trying to do this all one-handed it's kind of tricky. Right, I've got my bags that I have my firewood in. Close. Okay, and then you can see my fire pit. Oh, it's cold. Whew. Wind chill. Did a good job. Oh, it snowed a little bit last night. Just a little bit. Yeah. And now you can really see the path. The path that I cut out here. Perfect, brilliant spot, loved it. And if you want to stay in the same place, it's Tunnel Mountain 2. And I'm in A27. Oh, Christ. So, the wind chill. All right, we've got to go and empty the all the sanitary stuff and stuff like that. That's going to be a freezing cold job to do. And that's all on the left-hand side. So let's get that done. All right, we're here at the Sani dump. I'm not going to film this. It's way too cold outside, too windy. I'll film it another time. We've got many more of these to do. So I'm going to do this and then we'll get on the road. I've got to fill up with fuel. But here I'm going to fill up with water and everything else and get the job done. Oh, that was a thankless task. The opening for the sanitation thing was frozen solid. I poured loads of hot water and in the end it did open, but one of the little plastic bits snapped. So I'll have to show them when I take it back that, yeah, it seems like a faulty design really, that it's not easier to take off. It seems to freeze solid. So anyway, I've emptied everything. That wasn't fun, but it was quick. And I've refilled with fresh water, potable water. Now I'm going to go and get fuel. I need to fill up. I'm just under half a tank. And then we're going to head up to 93, as far as we can go on 93. I know that there's a road closure up there. So we'll head up to 93 towards Jasper. It's a long drive. I think today I'm doing something like 400 kilometers.
Right onto Deer Street.
So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Right, I've all filled up and everything. I've got some supplies, I've got some firewood from the petrol station. And now we're heading back onto Trans-Canada Highway, back the way we came. So we've left Banff and we're gonna do a left up Highway 93, see how far I can go on it. I'm not sure. I've got a Parks Pass, so I'm allowed in, otherwise you have to pay a toll. So I already have this pass that lets me go up there. And according to the map, to get to Jasper, it's 285 kilometers and it's 3.5 hours. We shall see. Banff was beautiful, I loved it, spectacular spot, the mountains are stunning. I would definitely come back here, I liked it a lot. I liked Lake Louise, that was beautiful as well. All very good, lovely area, stunning spot. can't wait to actually come back again with Anne next time. Alright everyone, I'll bring you back on 93. See what we see on there.
Take the Alberta 93 exit toward Jasper, Rocky Mountain House.
Alright, we're about to turn off. Did she just say Rocky Mountain House? I think she did. Oh yeah, she did. Okay, Jasper, here we go.
Take the Alberta 93 exit.
This is us.
Continue for 228 kilometers.
Continue for 228 kilometers. That's it. That's the instruction. Oh man. Now, I'm assuming we're going over there, and you can't see it, but it looks very, very clagged in. And I just came through a little snow flurry. So this should be interesting. Okay, vehicles proceeding beyond this point must be equipped with winter tyres or chains. Well, I have both. Winter travel conditions are poor, but it's open. Park pass required. I have one. Lots of warnings. There's also a weight restriction on commercial vehicles, 4.5 tons. Which is interesting because I'm 6.5 tons. This is a heavy rig. Right, we've got to stop here, and I think I've got to show them my park pass. I'm going to get interrogated now. Look at this. All right, we're going into the park. All good? Are you, okay, thank you. Thanks, see you. Oh, well that was easy. She saw my park pass in the window, said have a nice day, and gave me a thumbs up. Excellent. You gotta love Canada. Everyone's so friendly. It's lovely. Okay, Jasper, 230 kilometers. Saskatchewan crossing, 85 kilometers. You know what? I have no idea. I haven't Googled anything. I don't know any information about this place. All I know is this is going to be rough going because it said the road condition was poor, which is only one scale from closed. I think it was closed a couple of days ago. Alright, I've got a long way to go, so I will bring you back only if there's something really interesting that I stop off to see. Wow, I'm only 10 minutes on this road. It's just absolutely stunning. I hope the camera does this a little bit of justice, but these rock formations, these mountains are incredible, the Rockies. One thing I've noticed is there's a lot of, well, I say a lot, there's a few abandoned cars parked on the side of the road. I have no idea where the owners are. There are no tracks near the car, there's no paths, nothing, there's no footprints. I wonder if they've been abandoned there during the storm that happened a few days ago. People got stuck on the road and then got rescued by the snowplow guys. I don't know. But look at this. It's spectacular. Now I think we're driving up into that snow, that's those clouds. And it's snowing up there. So that would be nice. Maybe we can stop and have a look then. But this is just a staggeringly beautiful road. New Zealand has beautiful roads. This is right up there at the top. I-93. Well, I know it's not I, it's just 93. Okay, we're going to pull in here to have a look at this viewpoint, Crowfoot Glacier. Sounds interesting. Let's check this out. Oh wow. Oh, I see the glacier. Yeah, okay. Let's get some shots of this. Okay.
pretty spectacular. Beautiful. I can see the glacier there. See that dark that blue patch? Just there. That's the glacier. Stunning. What a spot. The camera just surely doesn't do this any justice. It's such a massive bowl as well. Beautiful. All right, let's get back on the road. We've got a long way to go. We just come over Bow Pass. It said the altitude was 2,069 meters. So what is that? That's just over 6,000 something, 6,200 feet, 6,300 feet? I'm not sure. Pretty high up. I don't know if there are any other higher points. Because we're so early into it. We've still got 188 kilometers to go. So we haven't gone very far at all. Alright, we've broken the back of it, 116 kilometers to go. And it's all like this. It's just, there are lakes, creeks, everything covered in snow. It's just beautiful. Now, most of the creeks are closed. A lot of them you just can't even pull in. Some you can, but you need specific gear to hike to them through the deep snow, and I don't have that. You know, you need snowshoes and things like that. Look at this. Look at all that snow in front. And the mountain. It's beautiful. I would love to have seen what this would have been like when this storm actually kicked in and all this snow fell. That would have been interesting. Holy moly. The wind. Look at the drift coming across the road. And the wind is taking the van. Luckily, the RV weighs so much that it's not a problem. Whoa, Christ, it's blowing me around. I'm just going to pull over here because I've got somebody behind me. Oh, my brakes are struggling there. What do we got here? Oh, we've got some crows. Why are they sitting here? I don't know if you can see these two massive crows. Just chilling out. Oh, coming over to say hello. Interesting. I think they think they're going to get fed. Wow, that was amazing. Here are the crows. There's one. He's come right up to the door. He's checking me out. Are they crows or ravens? They're very big. They look more like ravens. And I think there's another one sort of circling as well somewhere. So we're at, what's it called here? Parker Ridge. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Hello. They must be used to people coming up and feeding them or something. Parker Ridge, and that's the ridge up there. I'm not going to go out. Well, it's howling out there. Should we go out? Let's go out. I'm going to leave the engine running. I don't know what the wind chill is going to be out here. But we're going to go out quickly. I'm going to show you this ridge up there and then we're going to jump back in. Here we go. Oh, oh man. Oh, holy moly. Alright, so there's the ridge, all up there. Hello. Look at this spot. Unbelievable. That ridge is brutal. Oh, this wind. It's incredible. Look at that. Wow. Oh man, I'm gonna get, oh God, it's grim. All right everyone, I'm gonna get back in the van. Right, we're gonna carry on.
Actually, you know what? This is as good a place as any to just stop and have a bite to eat. I'm going to make a sandwich because I'm ahead of schedule. So I've got what? 1.5 hours to go. 112 kilometers to go. These crows, they're just circling. So I'm going to stop here, have a sandwich, have a coffee, just relax. That's the point of being in the van. I don't have to rush. It's horrible out there, so I'm going to put the heating on. Yeah, let's do this. Morning everybody, welcome back. I didn't film last night because I was at the Airbnb, and to be honest, nothing really happened. I just made some hot dogs, did some work on the computer on the videos, and then went to bed. I'm not going to film today. I'm going to have a day off from filming. I'm on my way to see someone special. I'm on my way to see Steve Wallace, Camping with Steve. We're going to hang out, have some beer, have some dinner. Maybe I'll take a photo or do a short and say hi. But no, just having a break today from filming. So this is where I am, just to show you. I'm on an acreage. It's pretty cold. It's only about -1 and the wind chill is quite high, but in the sun it's beautiful. I stayed at this little Airbnb in Hinton. Nice little spot. Quite a nice block. It's got a fire pit. A lot of snow that they've cleared themselves. It's the trusty RV. We haven't given it a name yet. I don't know. It doesn't have a lot of character, so probably not going to bother naming it. It's just massive. Yeah, I can't really think of a name for it. You're welcome to come up with a name in the comments, but it's lacking character. It's a beast, it's a weapon. I mean, it's an amazing piece of kit. But it's modern, massive and powerful, can do anything, go anywhere. Not like Buddy, where you gotta show it some love. This thing, you could just put it anywhere and it does it, and it's massive. Okay, now I'm starting to get cold. All right, everybody, so taking the day off filming, so I'll probably bring you back maybe from Steve's just to say hi, maybe a tiny bit of footage, but no more footage on the road or anything else. I'm on a boring highway all the way to Steve's, so bring you back later, maybe with Steve. Wow, it's really it's making a hell of a noise, I tell you. Right, so we'll put the water heater on and we'll put the heating on. Whoa! I don't know if you can hear that. All right, let's crank the heating up to 18. Gah! Can you hear that noise? That's incredible. It's just howling at. Oh, look at this poor crow. Look, they sit down and they go all fluffy. I guess that's how they stay warm. Ah, poor thing. Look at that. Oh, this wind. It's just insane. All right. Let's grab a coffee and make a sandwich. Okay. Time for a coffee. And I'm starving. Now the crows, whatever they are, ravens, crows, they keep jumping up on the roof and tapping on the top. I think they're trying to tell me something. So it's a bit noisy in here because I've got the furnace running, the heating on. Alright, sandwich. So I'm going to do my thing, have my coffee, have my sandwich. I'll make it all and I'll bring you back. Okay, got my lunch ready. And I'm just looking out and a snowplow has just pulled up right beside me. Right, it's gone. So they are ploughing the road. I guess they're expecting some bad weather to come in. I wouldn't mind hanging around a bit just to see if how bad the weather gets. Got coffee, got Coke, got my crisps in my sandwiches, thanks Dad. So if you're going to do this road, if you're going to travel around Canada, I recommend doing it in an RV. Because of this, being able to pull over wherever you want, you've got your bathroom, if you want to have a sleep, if you're tired, you can lie down. Comfy seating, you can look out. Oh, it's snowing. Well, it's just started snowing, so maybe that's why the snowplow's up here. Thing is, there's no mobile phone signal at all on this entire length of road. 250 kilometers of road or whatever. No mobile phone signal. So you can't check the weather forecast, you can't do anything really. I've got my Garmin satellite communicator. If you've got a Starlink, then you're going to be fine. But just remember that, in case you want to do anything, work, whatever, emails, you can't do any of that on the way up here. So yeah, I recommend RV for a holiday. We are wobbling side to side. The wind is so strong. Let me close this window. Wow, it's howling. Yeah, anyway, RV, do it. All right, delicious lunch. And now we can be on our way again. Everything's stowed. Say goodbye to these crows. Let's head off into this storm. Can't be that bad. They've been snowplowing it, so as long as I don't tip over, I'm okay. All right, let's get going. Look at this road. Wow, no wonder they've been snowplowing it. I can imagine that the drifting across here must get pretty bad. Look at that. This is a really, really hospitable spot. This pass by this ridge. Grim, very grim. I don't want to go back out there again. Okay, 112 kilometers to go, so it's an hour and a half. Okay, we've officially entered Jasper National Park. Well, that was a sign that was there anyway. I thought the whole thing was Jasper National Park, but maybe part of it was Banff National Park, I don't know. But anyway, the sign just then said, "Welcome to Jasper National Park." And look at it. How intimidating are those mountains? Oh, I wish the camera would do this justice. But probably isn't. Glaciers everywhere. So we're coming up on Columbia Icefield. That's what's in front of us. That whole massive thing is, I guess, is a big block of ice. This is the Columbia Icefield Center. And on the left is the Athabasca Glacier. Wow, look at the size of it. That is enormous. What a glacier. Wow. Incredible. Should we turn in and have a look? Oh, we're too big. There are vehicle restrictions on size that's allowed in there. And this is a big one, and we're bigger than the 7.5 meters. But what I'll do is,
I will just sneakily pull over here. Oh, the light shining off of the glacier. And let me capture some of this for you. Look at that. Holy moly. What a glacier. The light shining off it. Oh, it's so cold. This wind. Oh. Amazing. Wow, look at that. Look at that. That's stunning. Oh, my hands. It's so cold. It's so cold. Gah! Oh, it's biting, but it's just so beautiful. Look at it. Absolutely stunning. Oh man. Oh, I can't feel my fingers. I don't want to go back out there again. Woo. Gosh. Oh, it took my breath away. It was so biting. Onwards, 103 kilometers to go. So this is called the Columbia Icefield. Yeah, beautiful spot. Definitely stop off here and have a look around. Oh wow. I think we have elk or moose in the middle of the road. I'm not sure what it is, but everyone's stopping. It is... I'm not sure what these are. Oh, are they goats? They are goats. Yep, they're mountain goats. There they go. Come on. There you go. Good boy. Okay, this guy's just decided to stop and film them. Awesome. Sit rep. We've got about 30 kilometers to Jasper, and then it's on straight on to Hinton, where I'm staying at the B&B. I want to get there, so I'm not going to hang around in Jasper at all. What I might do is come back via Jasper if there's something to look around that area, but I need to get to the B&B just because it'll be late, I'm tired, you know, this is a long drive, and I've still got now to the B&B 117 kilometers to go, so just over an hour and 20 minutes. And this road, look at this, this is what I've been dealing with for the last while. This has not been ploughed, so this bit's quite rough. It's been going on. Anyway, I will bring you back when we're going through Jasper, but I'm probably not going to stop. Straight on to Hinton to the B&B. Okay, we're at the B&B. I've got the codes to get in and everything else. That was a long drive, but we're here. I'll pick it all up at dinner probably. I've got burgers I'm going to cook tonight, or maybe hot dogs, I don't know. But I can do it all in the B&B hopefully. So I'll bring you back later. I've got to unpack, I've got to get stuff in the wash, dryer, everything else. So I'll bring you back later. Morning everybody. So, it's the next day. I stayed at Steve's last night. So I'm at the acreage. We had some step twos, and then I thought it might be a good idea if I bought in a big bottle of Kraken rum. And so I think we almost finished the Kraken rum. Oh, I don't know how Steve feels. I haven't seen Steve this morning. I don't know how he feels, but oh man. And today I've got to drive all the way back to Jasper because I've decided to go back that way, and I've decided to go and look at Vancouver Island. So it's a long drive back,
but I think it will be worth it because I heard Vancouver Island is beautiful. And I want to see the Rockies again. That was spectacular. So, as soon as Steve's up, I'm not sure what time that will be. I'll have a coffee with him, say my goodbyes. It was great to meet him. We sang a lot of songs last night till quite late, and I met his builder, Dave. I know some of you will be asking if I met Glenn, crazy neighbor. No, I did not. He's obviously with his family at home, surrounded by his family, given his prognosis. So by the time this video comes out, I'm not sure what the situation with Glenn will be. But obviously I sent my best wishes. But no, this was just us drinking, chatting, talking about YouTube, talking about camping, talking about Canada, talking about everything. We solved everything, and we didn't film any of it. You might have seen a couple of photos on Instagram and Facebook. That was about it. All right, everyone. I'll pick you up again. Maybe I'll put Steve on briefly when we go, just to say goodbye. But then I'll pick you up on the road back to Jasper, where I've got to find somewhere to camp. Cheers, everybody. We're off to Jasper. See you guys. Have a good one. See you, Steve. Alright, we're heading off. This is it. Jasper, here we come. It's a lovely spot. Steve's acreage, absolutely beautiful, covered in snow, moose prints everywhere. Magic spot. Very lucky, very lucky. Alright everyone, I'll bring you back probably at Jasper. Okay, welcome back everybody. It's now, it's a couple of hours later, a few hours later I think. And in front of us are the Rockies, Banff National Park. And the weather looks grim. And we're driving straight into it. Now, I'm looking for grim weather, I'm looking for snow and stuff like that. So, there's a possibility I'm going to skip Jasper and go straight into the park again. And then cross through the park onto the other side to get through to Vancouver. It's a long drive, but I want this weather because I'm mad. So we'll see what happens. I'll bring you back once we get to Jasper, which is about 50 kilometers away, and see if it's snowing there. I don't think it will be. I think it's further into the park from what I can see, and it does look grim. So I can't wait because I love those sorts of conditions. So I'll bring you back up there. I've just pulled over because, look, they're having a little feed beside the road. I don't even know what I'm looking at. What is that? Is that an elk? Yeah, I think it might be. Is that an elk? Yeah, maybe someone can tell me. Right, I'm almost at Jasper. Just ahead. So I've got to get some fuel and then I'm going to work out what I'm going to do. Oh, and there's more elk sitting beside the train tracks over there. There's another one. Oh, he's a big boy. Oh, they're everywhere. I'd love to see a moose. Okay, let's get there. All right, we're driving through the town of Jasper. It's very busy. It's very touristy. Nothing wrong with that, I guess. It's just I don't really want to hang out here. I want to go into the park again and head out over towards Vancouver on 93A. So I'm gonna follow the signs, go back into the park, leave Jasper behind. It looks nice enough, a nice enough place. There's probably some, you know, a few shops here and things like that, and it's got a very pretty outlook, but it's just not what I want right now. I want to go and chase the weather. Because that's what I'm here for. I want as much snow and rough and freezing cold conditions as humanly possible before I leave in a few days' time. And I know I won't be getting that on Vancouver Island. Alright everyone, I'll bring you back when I'm going into the park. Alright, so here's the plan. I've worked it out, finally. I was a little bit stuck there, wasn't quite sure what to do. Steve said I need to check out Mount Dobson. So, that's where I'm going to go. It's going to take me just over 50 minutes to get to. I'm actually changing time zone. So I actually arrive before now. Because I gain an hour when I go that way. Which means I'm going to reset all my clocks again. Right, so yes, we're going to Mount Dobson. Should be great, should be beautiful. If you've never heard of it, then Google it. Hopefully we'll see some view, I'm not sure. But the lake view is meant to be absolutely stunning. So let's get there. Mount Dobson. Oh, and look at what we're driving into. Excellent. Sit rep. It started to snow. So we're climbing. I honestly don't know anything about Mount Dobson, how high it is, how high the lake is that's there where we're going to, but I'm looking up and we're getting closer and closer to trees that have got snow on them still, so fresh snow. And as you can see, the snow is very light at the moment. But let's see where it gets to. Let's see if we get heavy snow. Fingers crossed. Alright, so we're at Mount Robson. Did I say Dobson earlier? I meant Robson, if I did say that. I went flying past the turn off. I didn't really see the sign because there were trucks and everything, so I've had to do a U-turn and I'm coming back to it. Hopefully I don't fly past it again. I don't know what the visibility is going to be like. There's a lot of cloud. We shall see. Alright, here we go. This is the turning. Okay. There's also a camp here. So the Info and Viewpoint Visitor Center actually is closed. But it looks like the camp is open. So I'm assuming they've got a view as well of Mount Robson. So let's go check it out. Again, I'm just staggered that everything is closed for the season. Alright, here we go. Let's hope this is open. Probably not going to be. Again, that was a park camp area. Closed. Gates closed, snow piled up, they haven't cleared it at all. Group camping, amphitheatre, interpretive program, that's all closed. Mandatory chain up. Oh God. This is not looking good. Mandatory chain up. And now I'm committed to this turn. I can't back up there. I think all this is going to be closed. I really do not think this was a good idea. This road has been cleared. Must call 0.5 kilometers up. Oh, I see. That must be for logging trucks. So this is very confusing. I've come up a road that basically said that it was a campground, but it was closed, but it didn't have a closed sign on the actual sign on the road. But the gates were closed and it's all covered in with snow. And now, as you can see, I'm just going up what seems to be a logging road. I haven't got a clue now where I am or going. Must call 1 kilometer up. I haven't got a radio. And there's, you know, no signal, so that's definitely signs for logging trucks. All right, everyone, I'm going to try and find a spot to turn around, and I'll bring you back. I've turned around. Wasn't a problem on the corner there, no problem at all. Well, that sucks. Mount Robson is closed. Everything is closed. What I'm going to have to try and do is try and park at the visitor centre, even though that's closed, and just get out and try and take a photo of the mountain if I can see it. Wow, this really sucks that everything is just shut. No one, and I was talking to Steve about this, and he agreed. He said it's crazy. He said people don't go camping in winter because everything is closed. If everything was open, people would go camping in winter. So, I don't know. It's like they just can't be bothered because they're not going to be full up. And it's just not worth it for them. Right, I will park up and try and get some footage of Mount Robson for you. I've pulled over. Oh gosh, it's slippery. On the side of the road, just after that bridge that we went through. Oh, there's Mount Dobson. That must be it. Up there. Just see the peak. Sticking out the top. Yep, that must be it. And the reason I pulled over here was, oh look, everything is closed. Even the trails. Oh no, that would have been beautiful. Overlander Falls Trail. Oh, that's a shame. But the reason I pulled over was this. Oh, it's cold. Look at that. Lovely. That's just absolutely beautiful. That water is unreal. Can you see that? It's so beautiful. Oh. Absolutely stunning. I'm absolutely in love with this spot. Just so pretty. Wow. Oh, let me just zoom you out again. I don't know what I'm doing. This flipping DJI, sometimes it just has a mind of its own. It really does. Unreal. Unreal. Hold on. Look, there you go, that's better. And then that's the other side of the river, and that obviously goes into a little lake, and it's completely frozen. Frozen over.
So it's all just flowing under there from here. It's a shame you can't actually see any more than this. And now Mount Dobson is gone again. Yeah, it's gone. Oh well. Steve warned me that you probably wouldn't be able to see a lot. Now I've got to work out where to go next. Where to camp. And there's no mobile phone signal anywhere around here. So I've just got to keep driving, I guess. Look at the state of the van. Yeza. That is a mess. Oh dear. Yeah, it's pretty hideous. It's doing a great job though, I have to say. Doing a great job. All right, everyone. I've got to work out where I can try and stop for the night. It's getting late. I'll bring you back when I've worked something out. Nightmare. Well, as luck would have it, I came over the road, saw a small side road, something trailhead, Grey Lake Road or something. What's it called? Kinney Lake Road. And look at this. I've come here, there's nobody here. And there are no signs that say you can't park here. In fact, there are RV parking signs here. This is all parking. And this is the trailhead at the end. There's a walkway, there's a bridge, there's all sorts. Unbelievable. Yeah, unbelievable. So you know what? I'm going to stay here the night. It doesn't say you're not allowed to camp here at all. This is, as far as I'm concerned, perfect. This is what I needed. Just like this, absolutely perfect. So I'm just going to stay here. because why not? Otherwise I'm driving for miles, hours, it's going to be dark. Okay, we didn't get the weather, which is a shame, but we might get the weather, and I've got no mobile phone signal here whatsoever, so I haven't got a clue. All right, everyone, I'm going to get prepped, go for a little walk, so I'll bring you back for that. I can't believe my luck. Ah. This is amazing. Amazing. Now, is someone going to turn up and tell me to move on? I asked Steve about this, and he said no. He said if it's late, probably not. You know, where else you meant to go? Got the heating on, ready. Whew. There is absolutely no view of the mountains at all. This is obviously a popular spot in summer, set up for a lot of vehicles. Okay, now there are bear warnings everywhere. It's berry season, but I double checked on this, and the bears are very likely still hibernating. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Oh, my luck sometimes changes, and it just works out. This is what I wanted. Okay, snow would be perfect. It might still snow. The forecast I saw said that there could be snow. It's obviously had fresh snow. Oh, but this is very beautiful. There were some interesting footprints down there. Animal prints. Looks like maybe coyote. So people have obviously been walking this trail. The Berg Lake Trail, in case you're interested. The snow is very packed. It's very nice to walk on. Look at these. I don't know what footprints those are, but they're big. Berg Lake Trail. Wow. Okay. So we're here and you walk up and it's 600 meter elevation gain. And right now we're at almost 900 meters. And that's the trail. So where are we? We're here. Yeah, that's a long walk. And there's huts and camping sites and everything. This looks like a beautiful place to come camping. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. Oh, look at it. Wow. This is staggeringly pretty. It's obviously a dangerous walk because there's a lot of warnings about steep drop-offs. So I probably don't want to walk too far away. Yeah, everything's closed. Oh, the suspension bridge is closed. So you can actually only get so far because of the avalanche warnings. Oh, come on, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the trail. But boy, is it cold. I need to do my jacket up in a minute. All right, everybody. I'm so happy. Suddenly, I was a bit down then. It was a bit gloomy because I thought, where am I going to go? I've got to try and find a campground. Absolute nightmare. I just happened to look and see a slight trail. Oh, I can hear a train. A train horn. That's very loud. Oh, okay, hands are getting cold. I've got to wrap up. I'll see how far I can get on this and I'll bring you back. Oh, that went on and on and on. So I've come back, almost back at the RV. This is just so pretty here. Oh, I wish I could see the mountains, but it's starting to rain, I think. Maybe that will turn into snow. Not sure. I hope so. There's a little bit of a mountain in the background there. Well, I think it's time to go and hunker down. Now that we've found our spot, Berg Lake Trail. And yeah, it's raining. Maybe it will snow. Fingers crossed it starts snowing. Oh, what a stunning spot, honestly. I mean, I know I'm in a car park, but still, I'm in a car. This is one of the nicest car parks I've ever been in. surrounded by mountains, trees, no one around at all. Awesome. All right, I'm going to settle in, get all the heating sorted out, all my bits and bobs, and I'll bring you back. All right, everybody. So, I have got 2 prime rib bacon and cheese and onion burgers with tomato ketchup and toasted brioche buns, all cooked in butter. Tomato ketchup. I left my mustard and relish at Steve's. I don't know. You can probably hear I've got the generator running. That's because I'm charging things, running things, keeping the Arctic Pack on. I've got a heater on. So that's why the generator's running. All right. Bon appetit, everybody. Oh. Wow. Oh. The flavors. Unbelievable. Oh. And I've got a bottle of Yellowtail Australian Cabernet Sauvignon. Whiskey barrel aged. Cheers. I'm watching a movie, actually watching 1917. In case you haven't seen it, it's a brilliant film. Right, everybody, I'm going to tuck into these and I'll bring you back for cigar time. Yes, that's right, we're doing one. Welcome back, everybody, to cigar time. And guess what? It's snowing. That's right. Great success. Yeah, it's coming down. And it is fluffy. Really fluffy snow. It's awesome. I don't know how long I can sit out here in this. It's not... Oh, where's my notes? Here we go. It's not overly cold. But it's still cold though. Oh, we're having fun. I've got my camp moccasins on. They're pretty warm. I don't know if they're as warm as wearing shoes, but I wanted to try them and see how they do. So, what I might actually do is put the fan on full in here. So that any smoke that goes in there, then goes straight up into the fan. So how's everybody doing? Now, shall I zoom you in a bit? Hold on. Just a little. How's that? This is... it's definitely interesting, that's for sure. I hope you can see all the snow. Because it looks beautiful. Now there is a way to make this come back a bit. Hold on. I'm doing it. There. Okay, that's better. Right, and if you see a bear coming up behind me, let me know. Okay, so cigar time. Oh, and cheers, everybody. Is that smoke going up there? Yeah, it's going straight through. Good. Actually, you know what I need to do? I'm making such a mess of this. Hang on. Let me get my hat.
How's that? Oh, that's better. Now that's keeping the hood out of my face. All right. Oh, and you're getting the noise of the furnace. That's all right, you're living it. You're living it as I'm living it. So, cigar time. Well, thanks for coming on this one, everyone. Thank you again to all of our YouTube members, everyone who's gone on Buy Me a Coffee and bought us treats, myself and Bruno, who obviously isn't on this trip in Canada, because of the flight time and everything else, and it's just, I don't want to put him through it. Thank you to everyone who's bought merch. Thank you so much. And thank you to all our Patreon members, all our super thanks, and everyone who likes and subscribes to the videos and everyone who watches. Thank you so much, you're so loyal, and thank you for watching the whole video and not just skipping and watching tiny bits of it and then leaving comments where I've actually addressed it in the video. I know they're long videos, but just, you know, just watch them, and then you'll understand more about what's going on. Now, are you getting the snow? Are you picking that up? Hang on a second. Let's see. I hope you are. I have to put the light on there so you can see it. I just hope that you can. It is snowing. It is coming down. Maybe. Oh, the snow's. Okay, it's lightening up. That's why. It's just getting a bit lighter at the moment, which is why you can't see it as much. So yes, thank you to absolutely everybody for coming. I hope you've enjoyed these, I don't know, series of videos. I don't know right now what I'm doing. I haven't even edited them yet. This is day 9. Is it day 9? I think it is day 9. So what have we been up to? Right, so the first thing is Steve Wallace. Yes, I went to see Steve, camping with Steve, stayed at his acreage, had a great evening with him. We got, yeah, step 2 became step 22. We had a lot. Steve was in quite a state this morning, and it took him a long time, I think, to wake up and greet the day. And then I left to come all the way over here. So thank you for Steve. Thank you to Steve for your hospitality. It was superb. Superb burgers, great drinks. We had a good chat about everything, about YouTube, life, camping, about crazy neighbor Glenn. You name it, we talked about it, and it was a great chat. It's always nice to meet other YouTubers who are like-minded, and that you can just feel comfortable with to discuss things that most other people wouldn't understand because they're not YouTubers and aren't going through the same thing. So great to see him. If you've never watched his channel, Camping with Steve, it's a massive channel. He's a famous guy. He's a big YouTuber, way bigger than I am. And he's been doing it a long time. He does a lot of stealth camping, a lot of cool camps. So yeah, please go check out Camping with Steve, Steve Wallace. What else has been going on? Oh, well, this is going to be a quick cigar time for 2 reasons. I've done a few on these, and also it's cold. So Canada. So far, my impressions of Canada. The people are amazing. The people are so friendly. So friendly. Just like New Zealand, South Island, but in some ways even more friendly than there. They're proud of their country. They love their country, and it's a pleasure to be a tourist here. It's a pleasure to tour around Canada because everybody's so nice. They really are. So I've had a great time. Everyone's been super friendly. I've been very, very helpful where they can, and very honest, and I feel very safe, he says, not knowing what might come up behind me. What else about Canada? The prices, everything here is pretty cheap compared to New Zealand. I know people in Canada probably think it's quite expensive, but no, not compared to the UK and New Zealand, no. Is it more expensive than, say, the US? Yes. But it's still a bargain. Gosh, this fan is working really well. It's sucking it right out, she said. So yeah, prices are great.
And then the other thing is the geography, what it looks like, the mountains, the greenery, everything else. It's strikingly similar to parts of New Zealand. Jaw-droppingly beautiful. And the southern ranges of New Zealand are stunning. They're spectacular. But they're small compared to the Rockies here, which just go on and on for hundreds of kilometers. So they're both beautiful, both staggering, but there's just something about the rock formations here that are breathtaking as well. So whilst I love New Zealand's topography, the layout of the mountains and the southern ranges, they are beautiful, I also love it here. This is another spectacular view. So it's just you've got a bit more traffic here, a bit more tourists. But yeah, I love it. It's fantastic. Looks beautiful. It's so nice to travel around. The roads are good. The highways are good. The truck drivers are a bit insane. They drive very fast at 120. But no, all good. I love it. Really nice. Okay, so going straight on to Oscars. The Oscars, which has to me become a bit of a joke. I don't really care about the Oscars, but I guess it's news. It's the Hollywood Super Bowl, you know. Self-congratulatory, I can't even speak properly, self-congratulatory narcissism. Anyway, Oppenheimer, I think, swept the board, bar a couple of other characters. I think Best Actress went to Emma Stone. I don't even know what movie that was, and I probably won't even see it. It's bizarre. I don't know what it is. I tried watching Barbie on the plane over here. I lasted 15 minutes and I had to turn it off. It was so awful. Now, you might like Barbie. Great, good for you. It's fine. Then it was for you. It definitely wasn't for someone like me. It really wasn't. 15 minutes in, I just couldn't take any more of it. I just said, what am I doing? This is such a waste of my time. This is so, contrived. It was just awful. And yeah, I really didn't like Barbie. But hey, you know what? You might love it. So don't take my word for it. You've got to go and see it for yourself. But I'm glad that Oppenheimer won everything. It's a good film. Good film. Fascinating story. Historically, was it completely accurate? Obviously not. But great nonetheless. Robert Downey Jr., great to see him get an Oscar. He's a great actor. He's a bit of a knob, a bit of a douchebag, bit of, you know, cocky bugger, but hey, still, he did a great job in that. And Cillian Murphy is a superb actor. He definitely deserves an Oscar. You know, I remember him back in 28 Days Later, the horror film, the zombie film. I think, was that his first big break? I can't remember. But 28 Days Later, and he's come on a long way, and he did Peaky Blinders. He's had a few roles in movies, but this one was obviously his main lead. And yeah, wow, what a performance. So, Cillian Murphy, well done. I'm on my red wine from Australia. All right, moving on. Sports. Well, I follow English football, obviously, because I'm English. Two things. Wrexham had a great run. Let's see how they do. Are they going to get promoted? I hope so. This is the Ryan Reynolds team. I can never remember the other guy, because he's irrelevant, really. McKinney or something like that. Anyway, Wrexham. Anne is from Wrexham. She was born in Wrexham. So, you know, we're always going to be supporting Wrexham. Hopefully they make it through to the, get promoted to the next league up, I think League One. And then Ipswich, my hometown, Ipswich Town. Oh man, they had a run of just win. And then suddenly a loss came out of nowhere. Luckily, the other top guys lost as well. But still, you can't,
this is going to be tricky to see if they get promoted. I'm starting to think they won't. They're punching way above their weight, and if they're in the Premier League now, the way this team is, they'd probably get destroyed anyway. So who knows? That's football. And then Formula One. Look, I was so right about what was going to happen, that Max Verstappen was just going to run away with everything. But the biggest news isn't that. The biggest news is Christian Horner at Red Bull and the fighting that's going on in Red Bull. And now it's to the point where, will Max Verstappen sign for Mercedes for next year and dump Red Bull using his contract clause in his contract to get out of it and go over with Helmut Marko? I honestly don't know. I don't know what's going on over there, but it's a mess. Now, Christian Horner is a sleazeball. I can't stand that guy. He's smug. He's overly cocky, and he's got what we call a slappable face. He's an irritating git. He really is. As a Brit, I can't stand him. And I'd rather see the back of him, to be honest. I'm sick of Christian Horner. I really don't like him. You get someone like Toto Wolff over in Mercedes, who's an absolute consummate professional, a gentleman. Then you look at Christian Horner and what he's been up to. He's revolting, man. He's absolutely revolting. So, get rid of him, definitely. And then, to finish up cigar time, what have I been watching while I've been on the road? To be honest, I've been watching movies. I've caught up with Masters of the Air. I thought it was coming up to the finale, but obviously it's not, so I'm not there yet. So I'll wait to the finale before I say anything else about Masters of the Air. I haven't got good internet, so I've got no internet here at all, so it's only the movies I've downloaded. So tonight I watched 1917 and also a horror film, 30 Days of Night, which is a zombie film, no, a vampire film, sorry. I like those kind of films, apocalyptic sort of things. Yeah, I was talking to Steve about that. He kind of likes those. We got similar tastes in that respect. Man, did we play some good music last night. All right, so what's the plan now? The plan now is tomorrow, make my way to Vancouver Island. Now, I don't know how far the drive is to Vancouver Island from here, but I'm assuming I've got to stop off on the way for one night. I happen to be going back, I think, past Whistler again. It's possible I do Whistler again. We will see. I do like Whistler, I have to say. If I go back and I do Whistler again, and I get there early enough, then, and I stay, then I will do the gondola. Or try and rent snowmobiles to go to Crystal Hut, which is what myself and my wife did years ago. And we went up there and we had fondue and wine. It was awesome. I don't know if I want to do that solo though. I'd rather have Anne with me to do that. And I am missing Anne. I wish I had Anne with me on this trip. I just wouldn't want to film it then. Do I wish I had Bruno? It would be too impractical to have had Bruno here. A lot of places you just can't have dogs. And yeah, you just got to think of him all the time. But I would love to have shared this with Anne. We might come back here and do this ourselves, separately, not videoed. All right, everybody. It'll be interesting to see if there's any wildlife here tonight. Coyotes. I don't know if there are wolves in this area, or moose or elk. I don't know what's in this area. But I know there are bears, lots and lots of bears, but they'll all be asleep. They'll be hibernating. Hey, my feet are warm in my First Light moccasins. These are waterproof, so they say. So they're working. So I might take these to the tops with me when I get back to New Zealand and I do some tops camping in winter. Because it's nice to get out of your wet boots, because they do get wet from sweat, and put these things on. With super thick socks on, it would be lovely. Okay. On that note, I will leave you, love you and leave you tonight. I won't bother filming bedtime or anything. I will bring you back in the morning for coffee. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being loyal. Thank you to all my new followers. And thank you to all my original followers. And the ones who are on Facebook, on the Facebook fan group, and on Instagram, and on X. Thank you so much as well. Cheers, everybody. Have a good night. See you in the morning. Morning, everybody. Okay, I've got my coffee. Let's see what happened overnight. I think we had like a centimetre or so of snow, but let's have a look. Oh, yeah. A couple. Some very strange animal tracks down here as well. Gosh, something very weird. Weird paw prints down here. So we've had a couple of centimetres. Not bad. Oh, it's a chipmunk. Chipmunks have been running around. Not bad at all. Oh, it's chilly. Yeah, a couple of centimetres. I can hear woodpeckers. Can you believe I've got this whole place to myself? Amazing. Oh, so peaceful. The van did phenomenally again. Honestly, it actually hasn't put a foot wrong. I've been warm. It's done a great job. The heating has just come on because I've opened the door. It might snow again. It sort of seems that way. Listen to that sound of fresh snow. It's lovely. Maybe we can see Mount Dobson today. Not sure. But what a lovely coating. And it's actually nice to drive in the fresh stuff. And as you can tell, no one has come through. There are no other tracks, just me. Want to see that woodpecker. Right. So the plan today, have my coffee and then we'll head off. Go down to Vancouver Island. Now, because there's no mobile phone signal here, the way I communicated with Anne was using my Garmin InReach Mini 2, which I put out here last night late. And there it is. Bit buried. These things, 7:57 a.m. Oh, it's quite frozen. Yeah, so that's how I communicate anywhere in the world. With home, I just send text messages. That's very basic. It can be quite slow. You've got to have a good signal. Yeah, let's see what the temperature is. -1. Yeah, it's not overly cold. It's fresh. I think we should go and have a look while I'm here. Go and have one, let me just throw this in here. Let's go and have a look at one last look at the river, stream, because that's why we're here. That's why I wanted to be here. Oh, it's magic, this spot. It really is. When there's nobody else here and you don't have to listen to kids, tourists, even though I am a tourist. Just being in the pine trees. It's great that it snowed, because that's what I wanted to try and get, was some fresh snow to drive out on. It's very fluffy. One last look. Come on, how beautiful is this?
nobody could deny that this is just lovely. And the mountain in the background there, I think that's Mount Robson. I keep saying Dobson for some, I have no idea why I say Dobson, but that is the mountain up there. I'm pretty sure you can't see it on the camera, but maybe you can, but that's the peak. It does look impressive. And I'm sure on this walk, it would be very impressive down there. But we're driving the other direction away from it now, so we're going to go to Vancouver Island, which we've got to get a ferry there. I must not miss my flight, so if I want to see Vancouver Island, we've got to get there. Now, can I do it all in one day from here, the drive? I probably could, but should I? I will make that decision when I get down sort of to, you know, Whistler area. I don't know anything about what time the ferries go or anything. I haven't got a clue. And there's no mobile signal here, so I can't even look it up. So I'll get to a rest area after a few hours. Maybe when I'm through half a tank of gas, petrol. And then we'll work it out from there. But now what I've got to do is start the engine up and I'll bring you back when we're heading off.
Okay, ready for the off. Let us go on this fresh powder. Oh, it's just always nice to drive on the fresh stuff. All right, everything is ship shape back there. Nice and fresh powder. This is lovely. What a beautiful drive. Well, goodbye Mount Robson car park. Beautiful spot. And I'm so pleased because last night I was pretty down about it. That's the stress of trying to find a campsite. Look at this, how pretty is this? Now I would send the drone up to record me driving through this, but to be honest, I don't want to push my luck. I did do that little bit of drone earlier. I didn't think this was a national park, but I'm not 100% sure, and I can't check. So I thought, no, that I was in control of right above me, but driving along, filming with the drone, it's probably not worth doing unless you know 100% you're in the clear. So I don't want to break any rules here. All right, everyone, it's clearing up as well, so it looks like we're gonna have a beautiful drive down south. I don't know where or how far I'm gonna get. Probably not to Whistler, because that's 700 kilometers away. That's a long drive. That's a long day. But I'll try and get as close to Vancouver Island as possible, or to Vancouver, and then sort of organize how to get the ferry across to Vancouver Island. I'll pick you up en route. Alright, so I'm on the road. It's a mixture of snow and rain. Are we just coming up to an accident or something? Whatever has happened has happened. I guess they've cleared it away. So I want to get to... Oh no, there it is. Oh gosh, it's off the left-hand side. Left-hand side, there's a truck facing the wrong way. It's gone all the way off. Oh dear. Yeah, that's going to take a while to get out. Wow, must have lost it on the corner. So, plan is to get as close to Whistler as possible. To put it in perspective, I've been going for a while and I've still got 559 kilometers to go if I go to Whistler. That's a long way. That's 7 hours of driving to get there for 4:30 p.m. I don't know if I can be bothered. But it's finding somewhere in between there and Vancouver Island that's the tricky thing, where I want to stop and relax and chill out. So I don't know yet, but I'll come back to you when I've worked it all out. It could be a few hours before I come back to you. I stop to have a break, but I'll bring you back then. So far the drive has been beautiful. I've seen moose, signs for moose in the last 12 kilometers, but I didn't see a moose. Will I ever see a moose? I doubt it. Alright everyone, I'll bring you back later. Tim Hortons, again. I'm having a grilled chicken wrap and a cup of coffee. So I've got to book my accommodation in Whistler. Same campground again. And just see what time I get there, and then work out what to do this evening and maybe tomorrow morning. So I'll show you outside here in a sec when I finish my grilled chicken wrap in Kamloops. Oh, Tim Hortons, always reliable. The classic grilled chicken wrap, delicious. Right, so I had a bit of a panic just then. I went to book the RV site that I stayed at in Whistler last time, and online it showed everything was full. Everything. Nightmare. So I managed to, oh, this is a bit odd. Look at this walkway. Is that a pride flag? LGBTQ plus divided by minus? Whatever. Why is that on the ground? And why would you want people walking all over your flag? That doesn't make any sense at all. But then again, none of that makes any sense at all. Yeah, so yeah, they were full. So I called up and she said, oh, actually, yeah, we've got one just available. So very lucky to get one. Whistler is a hot spot, especially now they've had a few snow dumps, and I think it's snowing now. So luckily got that. I can take my time. I've still got 4 hours, I think, to go, something like that, something crazy to get to Whistler. Kamloops, what can I say about it, really? I don't know. Maybe it's nice in summer, but right now it is just very bleak and barren. Yeah, and maybe I'm not seeing all of it. I'm not in the center, so I don't know. I don't know what's around here. I'm being a bit judgy. There are some very nice houses up behind me, all new, up there and stuff like that. Loads, I can see loads and loads of houses on the ridges, everywhere. So this must be a bit of a ski or party destination, I don't know. Right, I've got to get back on the road, I've got my coffee. I've got to get hauling. I've filled up with fuel. I've got to try and do a 25-point turn in this tiny space that I've stupidly pulled into and get back on the road. All right, I'll bring you back. Hello everybody. Oh, what's the time now? It is 3:30 in the afternoon. Oh, so how long have we been going? I don't know. You'll have to tell me. I've forgotten. It's a blur. Wow, look at that lake. Completely frozen. Oh, this is the lake that we came past on the way. Oh, I'm exhausted. My neck and shoulders are killing me. This is a lot of miles. We've got 79 kilometers to do, but it's all this twisty stuff, so it's an hour and 20 minutes. Wow, just look at that. Stunning. Stunning. I can't imagine what that looks like, that lake, when it's actually not covered. That's Duffy Lake. Oh no! Ah. Oh, this road. Some sections of this road are absolutely terrible. I think the snow plows just mess it up so much. Oh, oh man, here we go. Oh, I'm gonna bounce. So there's some cars parked up. People actually, I think some people might be ice fishing or just snow skiing through the center of the lake there. It's obviously frozen all winter. what a beautiful drive, but oh, I'm in agony. My shoulders, my traps are just screaming now. I don't know how long distance truck drivers do it. I really don't. Just sitting there prone, not moving. And I haven't been in the gym for a week. I'm desperate. I could always pull over and have a cup of coffee when we're at 1 hour to go. Maybe when we get to the top. So here's what we'll do. Even though the signs all say grizzly bears here, be careful. We'll get to the top of the pass. We're on BC 99 South. We'll get to the top of the pass and I'll make a cup of coffee and show you around up there. That's the plan. All right, I skipped. I forgot that I said I was going to do it and I skipped the top and I didn't stop for a coffee. My mind was just focused on driving. I'm coming through Pemberton now, so I've come all the way off the pass. When we came back through the other way, this way, I'm sure it was completely covered in snow. Now it's all gone, all melted. So it looks like spring is definitely on the way. I don't know if they're getting another cold front at all. Who knows? I seem to remember being in Pemberton once and I stopped off somewhere and they had hummingbirds everywhere. Maybe someone can correct me if that's not right, but I'm sure there's somewhere here where there are hummingbirds in Pemberton and they're wild. Anyway, I digress. 38 minutes, 44 kilometers. We've made great time. 44 kilometers to the RV place in Whistler, and oh my god, I am desperate to stop driving. Get there, park up, plug in, have dinner. I think maybe go out for dinner. Maybe. See how I feel. I am tired. So I'll bring you guys back in Whistler, all parked up. Right, we've arrived. It's 10 to 5 and I've just managed to book the Thai restaurant. Uh-oh. I can't get out, look. I've screwed up a little bit here. I should have given myself a bit more space there. Look, I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, it's very deep snow on that side, but at least I've given myself loads of space on this side. Look, I'm in the exact same spot as last time. This is where I sat and had cigar time. And there's a fire pit here, so I'm going to have a fire later. There's a fire pit somewhere here. I need to dig it out with a shovel. But I've booked a restaurant. There's a Thai restaurant here at the resort. I'm not going to go into town. I'm too tired. All I need to do is plug in and then get over there because I've booked it for in 10 minutes time. 5 p.m. dinner. The Thai is going to be fantastic. I'm going to have some beers in there. I'm going to just relax and chill out. I might show you inside the restaurant briefly on my phone. And then we'll get back here. We'll have a fire. And we'll have a drink by the fire. So I'll catch you at dinner. Oh, dinner was epic. I've got a whole load of beers. I had a couple of beers in there. But if you do come and stay at the RV, the Riverside Resort in Whistler, there's a Thai restaurant here. Only a couple of tables, 4 tables, called Bar Nork. Definitely do it. The food is very authentic, cooked by Thais. Very, very good. Right, I've got my beers. It's actually raining, which is, I guess up the mountain it's snowing. It's cold, but not, obviously not freezing. There's a bit of a melt going on. Stark contrast to when I was here last time. Right, I think I'm gonna just hunker down. I'll explain what I've done and what I'm doing tomorrow when I get back to the camper. Right now I just need to get back there, sort myself out. So bring you back a little bit later for the fire pit. And hopefully by then it's snowing and not just raining. All right, bring you back. Okay, everybody, ready for a fire and a cigar. So it's snowing outside. So I'm gonna put my coat on and we're gonna get the fire cranking, sit by it, have a cigar. Don't know if I'll talk about anything, we'll see. But yeah, let's get this fire done. All right, welcome back everybody. Let's get the fire log out. Okay, so I cleared a little path here with my shovel, or the snow shovel that they give you anyway. It's already filling up. So what I've got is a fire log and a bunch of firewood. So bag of firewood. I've got a couple of these fire logs, but I should only need one. Oh, lighter. Okay. Okay, can you see me? Good. Okay, it's the first time I've ever used one of these. Fingers crossed it works. Okay, we will see if this works. The chair, the beauty of this spot is I'm under the tree. So let me just test this out. How's that? Can you see me? Oh, wow, it's really coming down. This is taking a long time to get cranking. So what I might do is bring you all back when we've got some flame. Welcome back everybody. It's cigar time with Tony. And this fire is so hot, I don't even need to wear a jacket. Well, not yet anyway. We'll see. And I'm not under the snow, I'm under the tree. This beautiful fir tree. I'm just, oh my God, living the dream. Look at this. And I've got a Partagas Series P number 2. And you know what I've forgotten? I've forgotten my beer. Let me go get it. Well, not a great start. I forgot to press record on the camera. Luckily I caught it. I've just lit the cigar. I've just got my beer, as you saw. I'm just warming the beer up a bit here. It's a local. It's a Coast Mountain Cozy Red Ale. This snow is really coming down now. If anyone's walking past, they're going to think I'm absolutely mental. So no topics really, except for what do I think of my trip so far, my drive down today. So today I drove 650 kilometers from Mount Robson to Whistler. It was a long drive, but you know what? It was not a hard drive. It would have been nicer with some company.
Maybe if I'd had more time to stop off more, it would have been better. But that's okay. It was still fine. The food at the restaurant here was superb. The Thai, that was great. It was just all good. I'm just in a happy spot. I don't really feel like I have the need to talk about it now. Tomorrow a new adventure starts. We're going to Vancouver Island, nice and early, and we're going to have a tour around there. So what I'll probably do is just leave you looking at the fire, looking at the snow. I'm just going to chill, have my beer, and I'll bring you back tomorrow. Maybe I'll make some breakfast tomorrow. But anyway, I'm going to leave you with the snow. Just a bit of peace and quiet, just the fire, me having a cigar. I'm not going to talk about much, or anything, in fact. Thanks for coming again, everyone. And I'll bring you back tomorrow.